Hello and welcome. This is Freewill Tarot. This reading is going to be for the sign of Virgo. Hello, Virgo, and thank you for joining me. You have two spirit messages off the bat. Then I'm going to read those, and then we're going to go right into the tarot portion of your reading, okay? So the first two messages you have from Spirit, Virgo, is determination. Okay, it says strong will and persistence guarantee success. So some of you could be working on something or have plans to start creating or, creating something, building something, or trying something new. What I just heard, okay? Stay committed despite obstacles. Take action today with full determination. Obstacles are merely stepping stones to mastery. So whatever you could be, maybe, I think a lot of you have, if you haven't started, you've been thinking about starting something, you kind of want to do something that's creative. It might be something you've never done before. For others of you, you have already started this, but you could be kind of not putting all your energy and dedication into it, and Spirit is like telling you to go ahead and do that. Put all your attention into it and manifest it, because you have been manifesting change here, because you have the Magician card here, okay? Let's get to the other message. You have simplicity. Letting go of excess creates space for what truly matters. Declutter one area of your life today, physically, mentally, or emotionally. Okay? Now, for a good number of you, I believe this is emotionally. Okay? I know quite a bit of Virgos. And when it comes to your emotional life, sometimes y'all kind of... you want love, but you stay clear of it, because some of you kind of have, because you can't control it that much, right? It doesn't, you try to, and so since you can't control it and it doesn't go the way you want, you kind of, stay clear of it to some degree. You also have receptive. Emotional openness allows blessings to flow. So being emotionally open, Virgo. The universe gives to those who are ready to receive. Patience and gratitude open your heart to receive love. Abundance and support. Okay? So those are your messages, your spiritual messages. And then we're going to get right here into the tarot part, because the tarot part kind of also talks about that as well. Okay? Now, for a good number of you, I feel like, let's just jump to the past. You have the Two of Swords here. Some of you had to make a decision on something. I feel like it was a way that you looked at things. I think the way you were looking at things or the way you were doing things kind of got challenged. And because this is in your past. And it made you kind of look at things differently here, or forced you to kind of maybe look at things differently. Now, some of you have been and some of you are not. Some of you are kind of still staying in that, I guess you say, up and down. It's like you're thinking it. Everything in you is telling you something, but then you kind of stay with something. It's going to be different for all of you, but you know what I mean, okay? Now, what I do feel is happening for a lot of you is Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups talks about illusions, okay? It's illusions of what you could have been believing and seeing things a certain way this whole time. But these illusions has came to an ending, or a revelation has come where you see things now. The illusion has been broken, because you have the Tower card here. Okay, so again, I'm gonna just say it. I feel like for some of you, it's when it comes to a relationship, or if it's not a relationship, it's just the way you kind of been looking at things, and it's kind of been turned around back into you, where you're having to look at things differently, because the Tower is here. So that means whatever was illusion, whatever you've been, seeing things a certain way, or maybe telling yourself a certain thing, or wanting to believe things a certain way, has now come to an end with the Tower here, right? It's something that has came to force you to kind of look at things as they truly are. It has broken down illusions. Now, that could be in relationships for some of you, and it doesn't have to be. It could just be a way or a perception, the way you've been seeing things, an illusion. Maybe you always told yourself something, I don't need nobody, I don't want anybody, but you know deep down, you do want to be loved. You do want to grow and to have someone there, even though you might not feel you need it. It's some part of you that want it. And even if you're telling yourself you don't, by trying to protect yourself or put a wall up, that's an illusion, right? Because deep down, you do want it, okay? And I feel like a lot of you that has happened, and I really feel like it's been with someone else. If it's not internal, because you have the Five of Wands here, it's internal conflict. You kind of had some disagreements with other people here, okay? Because you have disagreement here. Misunderstandings lead to heated debates, okay? Clashing perspectives create further discard. So it's like if you're arguing with someone, right? You see things from your perspective, and they see things from their perspective, and you're not seeing eye to eye, which is causing discord, right? Causing you guys not to get along, and which is now forcing you to kind of really look at things a certain way, or go within and look at things a certain way. Okay, and that's for some of you. Others of you, I feel like it's something that you kind of want to do, or something new you want to create or bring into the world. And you're in the process of creating that, and it looks like you guys are wanting to create this. So if you're wanting to create something new, let me put it to you this way. Spirit is calling you to do that. You have the Ace of Pentacles. That's brand new, solid, stable beginnings. Some of you could be getting a new job, but some of you are looking at your resources, your finances, your money, before you make a decision on something new or something that you're about to begin. Or you're looking at your finances, seeing how much money you have and resources you have to start something or create something or to start something new here, right? But there's definitely a new phase or a new journey you're about to head into, and a lot of you are manifesting this. A lot of you are putting your mind on the future because you have the Fool card here, all right? Spirit is calling you to use your intuition, Virgo, at this time, and to break free of illusions and to break free of old patterns and the old way that you've been telling yourself. And a lot of this is your emotions. A lot of you hide your emotions. That's what I just heard. A lot of you hide your emotions, and they now want you to free yourself from past emotions, past wounds, past doubts, past traumas. If you had relationships that failed in the past, and you tell yourself like you just don't want to be with anybody, you only trust yourself, you don't want to get hurt again and all that, Spirit wanted you to leave that energy behind because that's what's built on illusion. Okay? The more you tell yourself that, the more that you create that, and the more that you see evidence of that because you're the one creating it. Okay? That's why that needs to come down with the Tower card. And that's what causes you to have internal conflict. Because again, I feel like you want something, but again, sometimes you tell yourself you don't need it, or you have a negative output on it, but you want it. So those can't coexist together, right? You have to freely be open. Okay, receptive, like your card said. You have to freely be open to get something. In order to receive something, you have to be open to it. Not talk about how you don't want it, but in the inside you do. You know what I mean? You also have the Ace of Wands, so it is something creative or passionately driven that you guys want to do. And Spirit, universe, God is supporting you in creating something new and passionate that you guys want to do. You want to create something, or something you want to do. They want you to take charge on that. You have the Emperor with that. And they want you to go ahead and start planting seeds and move towards the future. Use your intuition. Use your intellect to move forward here in new, stable beginnings. Some of you could have a young earth sign kid. For some of you, that's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You don't have to, but this could just be planting seeds of something new that's going to bring in stability, something creative project, or something you could be doing that can make things a little bit more financially stable or more balanced. It's something that It's something that needs to be evenly given, and or spirit wants to give you something. You also have the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you are afraid of the truth in something, or looking at the truth in this. You know it, but it's like you kind of go back and forth and tell yourself it's something different instead of using your intuition as telling you what it is. And I guess to me, it's control and protect. You're trying to protect yourself by not looking at something for the way it is, not trusting your intuition, right? Because in the outcome, you have the Eight of Swords here, Virgo. Eight of Swords talks about illusions, telling yourself negative things, telling yourself negative thoughts. Again, like I said, telling yourself either sometimes you don't need anybody or you don't have anybody, but you do kind of want somebody, or you do want somebody to be there for you or to help you build and stuff, but yet sometimes you tell yourself you don't. You know, it's like a conflict of interest, right? And maybe you're having some disagreements with someone just because you're not let me just put it this way, just because past relationship didn't work out, maybe a current situation's not working out, that should not label the whole experience of your future. When you do that, you give that past more control over your future and your presence. And you're only doing that out of self-control, like trying to control a situation and protecting yourself, right? Spirit's calling, you have the Two of Pentacles. Remember, you have the Two of Swords here. Is to kind of break free of those illusions of negative talk, negative thinking about certain outcomes and situations. And to break free from that and finally look at things the way they are. Free yourself and move forward in a new direction. Free yourself and declutter your old emotional wounds and pains from the past so you can step boldly into the future. And we just started 2026. And you do have the Queen of Wands as your overall energy. So they want you, and the Emperor here, to release those past hurts from the past and step boldly into the future, being open and receptive to allow them to come in. They want you to have more laughter and joy, and they also want you, for some of you, to have that with someone, okay? Okay, they want you to let go. And for other of you who are trying to create something new, they're telling you to stay with it. It is coming. And for you to be determined, okay, to create. All right, that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope this helped. If I had more time, I would go more in depth. So thank you for being here with me. Like, share, subscribe, and all that. Until we meet again, bye for now.